Okay, so this video is kinda crazy. So I started out. So I was flying the drone over here. I was taking off. I was gonna go fly around. It wouldn't work. Like I couldn't connect the phone to the camera for some reason. And I kind of think I should have put it away. It was a really windy day. This was Thursday. It's Sunday. So I was flying it, and I get up, finally after like 100 attempts. I get up, I fly it down in the greenbelt. Once I get down near the road way down there, which is about 800 feet away from here. So I was about 800 feet away, so I start coming back, and then it starts going to this way. So then I'm like, okay, let's bring it back. And it was super windy. It was like, not super windy, but it was pretty windy. It was supposed to get a ton of rain and a ton of wind, like 50-mile-an-hour winds later that night. So I probably shouldn't have been flying it. So I flew it, and it went over. So then I'm like, okay, let's go back. So I lost direction, not connection, but I lost direction of where it was. And it crashes into a tree down there, and it took me like 10 minutes to find it, because I was wondering, like, it could be any of these houses down here. It could be any of these houses. So I'm just like, which one is it? So I finally go down there, and I come down here, and I lost connection from it. So then I go back, go somewhere, and then I get connection again. So I'm like, okay, so it's somewhere in this area. So I turn the camera, and I see the road. So I'm like, oh, it's on the road. So I face the camera down, and so I see myself, and I'm like, okay, let's walk this way. It's gotta be this way. Then I notice I'm walking away from it. So then I walk this way, and I'm like right under it now. So then I'm looking up, I'm looking all around in the trees and everything, and I'm like, I don't see this thing anywhere, but I see myself. So I'm right under it. So I look way up there, about 60-some feet, and I see a white red light flashing in the tree. About 60 feet up there. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I try to fly it out, and I didn't do anything. Later in the video you'll see I busted a propeller guard. So then I make a pole, like a while back. And also the next day is my birthday, so this is just a terrible day to happen. It was up in that tree up there, right about there. So it was really up there. So yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, I just tested it, and it works. One thing is the camera. I can't connect the phone right now, but I'm wondering if that's just because the camera's not on it. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. There's no, like, it doesn't even say disconnected. It just has a blank thing up at the top of the screen where it normally says ready to go GPS or something. Would you be quiet, balloons? Okay, so at this time I'm flying the drone right around the greenbelt. So as you can see, I'm just flying it around, and so just flying normally. I didn't think of anything right now. By the way, that camera shaking is the gimbal for some reason. It does that. I don't know, but right now I'm starting to lose direction, and the wind starts taking it. I get back a hold of it, and I'm spinning it around right now, and I'm losing it right now. So right here is the house, that big white one right next to the brown one. So I start going back, and right about now right now I crash it. You'll see in a little bit that in a little bit, maybe. soon. Yeah, right now I lost the propeller guard. That red thing that just fell down, that was the propeller guard, and that white thing that's on the screen with the black bottom, that's the bottom of the drone. So you can kind of see where it's at. So the camera is way off centered, and then that's the bottom of the drone. So it's kind of like trying to get out, and so I'm looking for it right now, still down in the greenbelt. So I'm thinking this is somebody's backyard, leading up to like their porch or something, not knowing it was actually by the road. So yeah, so now you can kind of see the road, and eventually I come in and get it, but not on this video. So yeah.
I think it turned off. Oh, I think it's the red reflective tape. You be careful, Zoe. So we'll see. I got home or whatever that night, and then I didn't see that Kelsey call until like later on, and I was like, you know, I have a feeling why she was. But hi, we'll see if it reaches. I hope they can cook it successfully. It's by one little stinking string. We live kind of behind them. That's why I want the kids. Yeah, don't stand underneath it, honey. Come here, Max, just in case it falls. They're so close, but yet so far. I feel like that other little more. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's like just don't see. Ever so like, oh, which corner?
But you got it.
You know, when we tried to get it down the first time. Those things are not cheap, though. I bought my son-in-law one. Yeah. He bought. Did we get it? Yay!
This ant right here, guess what? This ant was at my house, and I got squished.
And now it's at this house? And the drone is captured. That is awesome that you got it. It looked like it wasn't going to happen. I know. I think I feel a lens
It's just like black.